Oh my god, bad timing. We're recording though. So, hi you guys and welcome to my channel. I'm back with a new video, and today I have not been able to get out of bed for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's just one of those days. Like, I don't know. I haven't been able to get out of bed. So I'm finally up and we're gonna check out some videos. So, you guys requested me to check out this video called When Feeding a Beast Goes Wrong. James Toney? I never heard of him. So we're gonna see what this is about. I see a hamburger up there above me. But anyways, I'm not gonna ramble. Let's get into this video. I cannot stop yawning. Oh my god. And I'm tearing up.
Who's the toughest guy you fought?
The best boxer, hands down, with James Toney.
When you want something difficult done easily, send a lazy man to do it.
James was sparring with the best guys in the gym. He was sparring with mediocre guys. James Toney wouldn't even want to hit a bag.
James Toney knew he wanted to fight, just hated everything else. The road work and cardio that define a dedicated champion.
Come on, what? Come on, what? You scared?
So he just didn't. James liked to spar instead. In the early 90s, James essentially was the sparring schedule at Detroit's notorious Kronk Gym. He'd show up, shout, let the beatings begin, and spar with anyone there of any size or skill level. He was stubborn, willful, determined to answer to nothing but his own ambition and appetite. James Toney had a lot of both. James was selected as an easy touch for middleweight champion Michael Nunn. Nunn was making his first title defense in his hometown as the #3 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. James was a 20-1 underdog. Nunn tried with his long reach to keep James out at distance. James was slipping and going to the body to slow down the speedy southpaw.
Oh, shout out to the lefties!
Misses high with the left. Toney tries to come back. I don't see much on Toney's punches yet.
As the fight wore on, James started to take over.
You're giving it up in here. All right, show me then. Let's go out there and take over now.
Really nailing with the uppercut, but Toney landing some there and a good right in that flurry. This is what Toney's going to do. He's got to stay smart. He's got to follow it up, though. Why is he covering up when he has the other guy in the ropes? He's got to go in.
Nunn was still up on all the cards. James levels him with the left hook as Nunn set to throw his uppercut, pouring it on to upset Nunn and become the middleweight champion.
Finito.
Middleweight was a rough weight cut for James. The former football star weighed
He has to
200
cut.
pounds in high school, was eating nothing to make 160.
He looked huge in the
When you're
beginning.
hungry, you can't crack a smile. Even worse, James makes his international debut. James sat in a Monaco casino among a buffet of heat.
Question, why do they do that if you have to cut? Why can't he just be in the heavy? Someone can you respond to that? Maybe it's a stupid question.
With his stomach growling. Took out those frustrations on an overmatched Francesco Dell'Aquila.
He's starving. Shit. I would be mad too. I would be pissed getting hungry. Oh my god. I was thinking about that burger. He's thinking about that food.
Eating him alive, stopping him easily in the fourth.
He wanted to just be done with it and go and eat.
After 5 defenses of his 160-pound title, James makes the jump to super middleweight. With a bit less hunger in his belly, he takes on Iran Barkley, a swarming pressure fighter with a mean left hook.
I worked extra hard for this one, though, because this is somebody that I want to finish. I don't even want to hear about James Toney no more after I do this.
The performance James put on that night
never heard that name.
will go down as one of the most
I'm half Persian. My dad is from Iran, but I've never seen anyone named.
perfect in boxing history. Iran tried his usual
Iran.
tactics.
What's
Against a
Iran?
counterpuncher of James' speed and skill, the usual tactics saw James uppercut him in the mouth every time he threw his hook to the body. It was like watching a man willingly stuff himself into a wood chipper.
Oh,
Send him back with his left jab. Just get in there and wade in
swollen.
there.
It was the left shoulder where Toney...
Iran proved a glutton for punishment. In just 9 rounds, James landed over 400 punches.
Whoa! Wait!
His
What?
corner told him when Toney rolled to go underneath.
Sheesh!
Iran still begged for it to continue against everyone's better judgment.
Begging for what? To get beat up?
With a minute to go in round 6.
Look at him!
This is not the kind of fight he wanted in the 6th round.
Last point. Yeah, he's in trouble. Toney continues target practice through 9 rounds.
Undefeated IBF Super
Nah.
Champion.
No, you guys saw his face? Nah. Nah, look at that. Ah. Look at that face.
James only loved one thing more than fighting. That was eating. After his flawless victory over
Oh, he
Barkley,
fought.
James ate himself out of shape. Came in drained and lethargic for Roy Jones, who is the fastest thing on 2 feet.
Put a little pressure, physical and mental, on Jones, and Jones. The left hook got behind the guard, Gil. Toney missing, he's so quick, countering. Get out the rope,
Okay. Let me see, Roy.
By Jones.
Sheesh.
You kept fate, I think. Left hook, and new super middleweight champion of the world.
Wow.
James lost a landslide and immediately moved up to 175 pounds. James made his light heavyweight debut against Freddie Delgado and dropped him on the first punch he threw.
No.
Freddie reached for a feinted jab, got caught on the hook that came around it. Delgado tried every dirty trick, but James calmly picked his punches like a butcher picks cuts of meat.
Underneath, left hook on the chin. There it is again. 2 big right hands, and then Toney missed a haymaker left. He's got his legs back under him now. Trying to pin Delgado in the corner, right to the left and
Defense
right.
work. He's sharp.
At the end of round number 4, scheduled for 12. Big right hand.
Crazy combo.
Gamely hanging in. Now you're seeing some of that boxing ability of James.
Stopping him with a right hand in 4 rounds.
Left and right, then up and down goes Delgado. That'll be it.
James, lights out, Toney.
He knows.
James continued to live how he wanted. It forced him out of light heavyweight. James settled beautifully at cruiserweight, posts 10 straight wins before getting a crack at champion Vasily Jirov. Raised by the international boxing coach of Kazakhstan, Jirov was put through rocky villainesque training. Jirov was a gold medalist, undefeated as a pro. Jirov's game was volume punching and dogged pressure.
And Jirov hasn't gotten to that red basket.
Ain't gonna land punches in.
Little right hand by Toney, back Jirov out. Jirov
It was more than that, though.
landed more than 400 punches in a championship fight. One man and
You gotta
only
fill
one
him
has
out.
done that
Ooh.
4 times. That's James Toney. The most punches ever landed in a championship fight? That's Vasily Jirov. That's why we expected a great fight tonight.
As James' defense and punches flowed like wine out of the bottle, Jirov kept drinking like a shaky alcoholic. James wasn't just genius, because by all rights, hard work beats talent when talent isn't working hard. The rounds wear on. James sparred 300 rounds for these 12. His relaxation proved it. Jiroff throws over 100 punches in the 11th round. Freddie Roach tells James he's losing the fight.
Tired by then.
James grabs Jiroff and goes back, pulling him to the ropes. James wanted Jiroff to throw so he could counter. The pair didn't leave that spot for the rest of the round.
Aggressive offensive fight from both fighters.
It was a short left hook to the body that saw Jiroff sag. James put together a perfect combination to finally drop Jiroff in the closing seconds.
Man down. Man down.
Vasily made the bell, but James won a second lease on his boxing life and the Cruiserweight Championship. Never too content to rest on a laurel or turn down a fight, James makes the jump into the deep end of the heavyweight division. James takes on the legend, Evander Holyfield. Holyfield was past his prime. James continued eating, fighting, and talking smack. As the fight wore on, it was clear James once again hadn't played with his blessing. His hand speed and beautiful defense blended to leave Evander punch-drunk.
I was gonna say that he's heavy, bigger here, but the movement, he's still the same sharp, kind of. Like, look at him.
Evander slowly loses the ability to walk a straight line.
You're gonna have to kill him inside the ring. Look at the movement. No way he did that. Cat or something? Sheesh.
Eventually, Holyfield's corner throws in the towel.
Oh, wow.
James is one of 2 men in boxing history to stop Evander Holyfield. The last great night of James Toney came against the 6'3", 260-pound puncher in Sam Peter. James came in at 230 pounds, a full-on dad bod. Sam did his worst trying to hurt him, but the former middleweight took those shots on somehow steady legs.
I don't know how much that is in kilos, but looks.
James couldn't miss his giant target. Round 5 saw Peter land the hardest punch James had ever taken.
He felt that.
Every time he got buzzed, he came back, swinging both hands, and the momentum of the fight. It was close down to the last second.
James Toney almost knocked him off balance. Peter jumps all over James. Again, smothering.
Taking a lot of hits here. Let me see the counter.
A controversial split decision was awarded to Sam Peter. This was the last great fight of James Lights Out Toney, from 160 pounds to 260 pounds. He was never knocked out over a 29-year career of doing exactly what he wanted.
The smile. I'm happy that, it didn't end too bad. I was worried that it was gonna end, in a bad way. And just thinking about previous, boxing talent legends that we watched. But James Toney, first time I hear about him, Much respect, he did his thing. Just what you put your body through in these industries. But I'm gonna wrap the video up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and hopefully I'll see you in another video. Appreciate you watching. Bye. This kind of woke me up a little bit.